Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at Lumen Field in downtown Seattle.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker.
And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Ken Walker with career touchdown number 75. And the Steelers go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Throwing here, Howell. Open man is Waddle, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Seahawks at 6-4 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Now Howell.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Back to throw, Howell.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Walker. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now Fields. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Fields. And that ball is caught by Washington. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Jalen Waddle
With career touchdown number 70.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And this is no good as well. He's missed twice now, and that's the difference in this ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
104 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Walker.
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Play action. It's Fields. Across the formation, he hits Austin.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here's Walker.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Walker is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that makes this a 9-point game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Powell. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Back to throw. Fields.
This one goes underneath to Walker. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
From the gun, it's Walker. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Second down and 3.
Now a handoff running through the middle.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now the first carry here for the running back. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Kevin O'Connell has a play call ready. His guys going for it on fourth.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Here's Howell. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
The 20. 5. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And Howe will throw it.
Flushed out right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he works free. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Right back to him on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17.
This time they'll throw it with Howe. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. In motion goes the tight end.
So here we go, fourth down. Howell
escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Now, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
That's caught. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Got an open man, it's Pickens. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Inside the 10. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Walker once more, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run Walker.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And that's good for a Seahawks.
Hal down to throw it.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Hal, he'll look to throw it.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. Out of the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. A big play there. 42 yards.
And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Howell going to audible to something else.
They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Now the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Now he's into the clear again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Kenneth Walker
With touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year.
And the Steelers will add to their fourth quarter lead. Aubrey Good with a PAT.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Operating from the gun, Howell. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
That's caught downfield by Kittle.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
It's Howell with another throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Back to throw again.
Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. This is 4th down. How about this? They'll change it at the line. 4th down, Howell, desperation time.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been discussed.
And now off to the races, down the right side, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ken Walker.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Throwing is Milton.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Oh, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Steelers are close to finishing off this football game.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses.